Sharing your story can change somebody's life. I thought about this recently because I had a few times where I shared something in my life, a story in my life where it helped somebody out. I shared that I had a rare medical condition, and when I was finding out about this, there was nothing online about it really besides, just like doctors talking about it. I had a thing called an AVM, it's arterial venous malformation. It's a very rare condition of malformed blood vessels in your brain. And when I discovered it, a few years ago, I was going down the rabbit hole trying to figure out what it was. And I'm reading up things, seeing things from like Mayo Clinic and like doctors and stuff like that. But I wanted to kind of find something of somebody else, somebody's like success story or something like that, just to give me hope because there's a lot that could have gone wrong with my surgery. So after going down, the rabbit hole, I've found very few things on this topic where somebody's sharing their story. And typically the story that was shared was like a hospital making a video about it, which is also great. But something told me to, share my experience and share what I learned along the way. And so I did that and I created a video and uh, it helped a few people, and I actually got in contact with somebody recently who has an arterial venous malformation, lives in the city that I'm from, and was so afraid and so scared of what to do for surgery. And we had got in contact, and because of that video, I got in contact with him and I shared what I did and helped guide him as he's going through this process. Ultimately, with anything that we do, we have to make our decision and take our actions to go with it. But by me sharing my story, I gave a little bit of hope to him. And that's a great thing because when you're dealing with something, it's hard to go through that for the first time. When somebody experienced something that you haven't experienced, like gaining that information is something so valuable, and that's something that we do on a constant basis whenever we're trying to learn something on YouTube or anywhere. YouTube, because we're on YouTube right now, but we go to YouTube to learn something and whatever it is. But if somebody didn't share that piece of information, the consumer wouldn't have it, or the consumer would learn it from somebody else. But sometimes we gravitate towards somebody because we could develop a sort of relationship through, viewing your channel and stuff like that. But even then, just one little video could, you could post it and 10 years from now, it could change somebody's life. And that's the beauty of sharing content. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm trying to share content to try to help people and just try to have fun with it. It's scary to put yourself out there and stuff because we're worried about what other people think. We're worried about people's opinions. But the people that we're getting, valuable information from, they've overcome that fear and we're viewing them and, they're helping us out. And if they didn't do that, we wouldn't benefit from them. And if you want somebody to benefit from your story or your life or just anything in general, you have to put yourself out there. There's no way you could be heard if you don't speak. With just your cell phone, you could create a video and put it out and impact somebody's life. So I really wanted to put this out there because it could be discouraging to, you know, think that you're not going to have an impact on somebody or that your story's not valuable. But your story's not valuable if it's not heard. The only way to let it be heard is to put it out into the world for them to digest and take in. So share your story. Peace.